Welcome back to the Brian Crombie Radio Hour on Second and 60. I wanted to close today's show on housing with a couple of my own comments, if I could. First of all, I wanted to list a couple of reports, emails that I've received just in the last little while. Friday, the comment on the elevator in my office that was a repeat of the Globe and Mail story was that the Bank of Canada has not seen the decline in housing prices that they were expecting yet. I got a text from a real estate broker saying that that a house that I'd looked at was down by over $300,000, and the seller was very motivated. And then this morning I got the following email. I'll make this quick. What you see below is a list of properties active on the market right now that have multiple price reductions and mention motivated/distressed sellers right in the remarks. These properties are selling significantly under market value, and we have the information ready for you. No sales pitch here, just a list of properties that have sellers that are in need to offload their home. And then another one that I received this morning. Why is today a good time to buy? Well, check out this slide. Pay close attention to the balance. After 5 years, the numbers speak for themselves. Who wouldn't want to save $200,000 right now? Now let's look at what's happening in the marketplace right now. There's less competition. Sellers are more motivated. Inventory is a little higher. Buyers have more negotiating power. So whilst interest rates are higher according to the above, would you say if you're a buyer, they're in your favor? And then I get, an email probably twice a day from different people saying that assignment sales are up for pre-construction condos that are getting close to finish their construction. And so therefore the investors that bought them a couple of years ago have to come up with the final deposits and or close. And they're not able to qualify, get the mortgage and or want to close. Why do I list all this? I think something's happening. And something that lots of people have suggested needed to and should happen for a long period of time. And probably the reason why it hasn't happened previously is because of the problems that we've talked about on the show, and lots of other people have talked about lack of supply. And so that we haven't been building the housing that we need. And we've had this incredible immigration and people moving from cottage country back to Toronto as companies have gone away from home offices back to hybrid, if not full-time employment, and people are therefore needing to work closer to live closer to their houses. So a normal adjustment that could have and should have taken place previously did not take place. And with the high interest rates, it's now going to take place, and I worry it's going to take place far more profoundly than a lot of people are thinking. And I just, when the number of emails that I get, the number of texts that I get that housing pricing is being reset on a fairly regular basis, that assignment sales are up, that real estate agents are not making money because volume is down so dramatically, and a comment that Simeon made earlier, that the only people that are currently selling homes are the people that are desperate, that need to, that have gone through divorces and have to sell or can't meet their mortgage payments or something like that. Everyone else is trying to find something else to do. I think this could be a real change, and I think it's a change that is needed in the marketplace, but I worry it's a change that's going to hurt a lot of people. And like a lot of bubbles, the bursting of the bubble ends up hurting people because too many people sort of trusted the bubble and got caught on the upswing, and now we're going to get caught on the downswing. And so people want to look for fault, and people always say, well, buyer beware. It's the people that invested that made the bad decisions. In this case, I don't think so. I think it is the fault of government. And I think the fault of government is, number one, in keeping interest rates too low, too long. But then more importantly, I think it is the fault of municipal governments that have limited supply. Because if we had had more supply in the past, the way we needed to, because we're building, people have talked about it, 1/3 to 1/2 the number of homes on a per capita basis that we need to satisfy demand, then the price appreciation would have been less. And when things fall, they fall big time. Do I think that it's going to fall forever? No, I think that demand is going to come back. But I also think that, you're going to see a greater use of rental. I think you are going to see people that would have owned a bigger home downsizing just because they need to. And I think that, this year we've got more condos coming on stream than almost any year in the past. And there's going to be a lot of people that bought them that have got real problems. And so therefore there's going to be distressed selling of them, assignment sales. And so therefore some of them are going to be available reasonably inexpensively. But I guess the issue that I want to say is I think and fear that this trough, this drop is going to be worse than a lot of people think. And while that's terrible, it's probably needed. But the blame really is municipal governments that have given into NIMBYism, that have underbuilt dramatically, that have overregulated, that have put in development fees, back to that whole list of things that I've talked about in the past. Because if we had had reasonable supply in the past, we wouldn't have had the huge uptick in pricing that has occurred, and we wouldn't have this big fall that is happening right now. Anyway, my thoughts on the topic. If you don't have to sell, don't sell. If you got cash, you may have some buying opportunities. But if you got to leverage up, it's going to be pretty expensive to take advantage of the opportunity. That's our show for tonight. Thanks for joining. I'm on every Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock on 960 AM. You can stream me online at www.saga960am.ca. Good night.